Slava everyone, welcome for us. I am called Trugazen, and right now you see it's a big problems because Mauritans declares me war, and the second turn it's attack my city Tungis, and right now it's very important and big battle. So start. So. Yes. It's a game. It's no, it's more aggressive. It's more. Yes, of course, it's not much smart, but it's much better.
So the saga of ancient empires, their rise and fall, has always been a subject of fascination. Among the myriad tales of conquest and calamity, the story of Attila the Hun and the beleaguered Roman Empire stands out as a pivotal chapter in the annals of history. Total War Attila, developed by Creative Assembly and released by Sega in 2015, masterfully encapsulates this tumultuous era, offering players a unique blend of strategy, history, and warfare. This introduction seeks to unfold the layers of Rome, Total War. Attila, examining its significance within the Total War series and providing a glimpse into the life of one of history's most enigmatic figures, Attila the Hun. Overview of Rome, Total War. Attila. Total War. Attila is not just a game. It is a historical odyssey that transports players back to the twilight of the Roman Empire. Set in 395 AD, a time marked by upheaval and the threat of collapse under the weight of internal strife and external pressures, the game challenges players to either stave off the empire's decline or lead the barbarian hordes to glory. With its sophisticated game mechanics, Attila introduces features like climate change, famine, and the scourge of war, forcing players to contend with the realities that shape this critical period in history. The game's attention to detail, from the strategic map down to the individual battles, immerses players in a world where every decision can alter the course of history. Importance in the Total War series. Within the esteemed Total War series, Rise, Total War, Attila holds a distinguished place for its dark, apocalyptic atmosphere, which sets it apart from its predecessors and successors alike. It advances the series' hallmark of blending grand strategy with real-time tactics, pushing the envelope with its portrayal of the existential threats that face civilizations of the era. The game's focus on survival amidst decline and the mechanics introduced to simulate this struggle, such as the horde mechanics for nomadic tribes, enhance its strategic depth, making it a standout title that has influenced subsequent entries in the series. Brief introduction to Attila the Hun. Attila the Hun, known to the Romans as the Scourge of God, is one of history's most feared conquerors. His reign from 434 until his death in 453 AD was marked by rapid expansion of the Hunnic Empire and relentless invasions of the Roman Empire's territories. Attila's military campaigns across Europe have cemented his legacy as a formidable leader and a symbol of the barbarian threat to Rome's hegemony. Total War Attila captures the essence of his fearsome reputation, allowing players to either embody Attila's role in the Hun's sweeping invasions or navigate the complex politics and military strategies of the Roman Empire in its defense against this formidable adversary. Through the lens of Rome, Total War Attila, players are offered a unique opportunity to explore a period of history where the fate of Europe hung in the balance, driven by the ambitions and prowess of one of history's most legendary figures. This introduction serves as a portal into the game's richly crafted world, where history, strategy, and the art of warfare converge to create an immersive and educational experience. To a context, the era depicted in Rome, Total War Attila is one of the most turbulent periods in ancient history, characterized by the decline of the once mighty Roman Empire and the ascendancy of nomadic tribes such as the Huns. This segment aims to delve into the historical context surrounding the fall of the Roman Empire, the rise of the Huns, and the key historical figures who played pivotal roles during this epoch. Understanding this backdrop is essential for appreciating both the game's narrative and the historical realities it seeks to emulate. The fall of the Roman Empire. The decline of the Roman Empire was a protracted process influenced by a myriad of factors, both internal and external. Internally, the empire grappled with economic difficulties, political instability, and social decay. The vast size of the empire made it increasingly unwieldy to govern, leading to administrative inefficiencies and corruption. Economic troubles were exacerbated by heavy taxation, inflation, and a reliance on slave labor, which stifled innovation and productivity. Externally, the empire faced mounting pressures from various barbarian groups. The migration and invasions of these tribes were partly prompted by the movement of the Huns into Europe, which set off a domino effect of tribal displacements and conflicts. These pressures culminated in significant military defeats for Rome, such as the Battle of Adrianople in 378 AD, where the Visigoths dealt a crushing blow to the Roman legion. Rise of the Huns. The Huns emerged as a formidable force under the leadership of Attila, propelling them into the annals of history as one of the primary catalysts for the period's upheaval. Originating from the steppes of Central Asia, the Huns were a nomadic people known for their exceptional horsemanship and military prowess. Their sudden appearance in Europe around the late 4th century had caused widespread panic and displacement among the existing barbarian tribes, pushing them into Roman territories. Under Attila's reign from 434 AD until his death in 453 AD, the Huns reached the zenith of their power, launching devastating raids across the Roman Empire's territories. Attila's military campaigns extended from the Eastern Roman Empire's borders to the heart of Gaul, and even as far as northern Italy, showcasing the Huns' remarkable ability to project power across vast distances. Key historical figures of the era. Several key figures stand out during this period, each contributing to the historical drama that unfolded. As the king of the Huns, Attila is the most prominent figure of this era. His leadership and military campaigns against the Roman Empire have made him a legendary figure in history. A Roman general and statesman, Aetius is often referred to as the last of the Romans. His tactical acumen was most notably displayed at the Battle of the Catalaunian Plains in 451 AD, where he led a coalition of Roman and barbarian troops against Attila's forces. Theodosius I, as the Emperor of the Eastern Roman Empire, Theodosius II, faced the challenge of defending his territories against Attila's incursions. His reign was marked by efforts to fortify the empire's defenses, including the construction of the Theodosian walls around Constantinople. This historical context sets the stage for Rome. Total War Attila, providing players with a rich tapestry of events, characters, and challenges that reflect the complexities and uncertainties of this pivotal period in history. The game not only offers an immersive strategic experience, but also serves as a portal to understanding the forces that shaped the late ancient world. Total War Attila is a testament to Creative Assembly's commitment to evolving the Total War series, blending intricate gameplay mechanics with a deep strategic layer that immerses players in the historical turmoil of the late antiquity. This section explores the gameplay overview, the strategic elements unique to Attila, and how it stands in comparison to other entries in the Total War franchise. Overview of gameplay. The core gameplay of ROMs. Amactile of Re adheres to the celebrated formula of the Total War series, where players engage in a combination of turn-based strategy and real-time tactical battles. Players assume the role of leading a faction, be it one of the Roman empires, a barbarian tribe, or the fearsome Huns, with the ultimate goal of survival, expansion, and dominion over their adversaries. The game intricately simulates the challenges of managing an empire, from administrative duties and economic decisions to diplomatic relations and military strategy. Players must navigate the complexities of religious changes, public order, and the new family dynamic system, all while preparing for the cataclysmic threat posed by the Hunnic invasion or the internal decay of the Roman Empire. Total War Pilot. Attila introduces several strategic elements that set it apart not only within the Total War series, but also in the genre of historical strategy game. Apocalyptic features. Reflecting the era's end-of-the-world atmosphere, the game incorporates unique mechanics like climate change, which gradually reduces the world's fertility, impacting food production and forcing players to adapt their strategies over time. Players have the option to raise settlements to the ground, a feature that symbolizes the era's destructiveness. Furthermore, certain nomadic factions, including the Huns, can adopt a horde mode, abandoning fixed settlements to roam freely, plundering or settling as they go. This nomadic lifestyle introduces a dynamic new layer of strategy, as players must balance the needs of their mobile empire. Siege dynamics of the game enhances siege warfare, with improved mechanics making city assaults more challenging and realistic. The introduction of fire as a dynamic element that can spread across buildings adds a new tactical consideration to both attackers and defenders, for comparison with other Total War games. When compared to its predecessors and successors in the Total War series, Total War Attila is distinguished by its darker tone and the urgency of its survival gameplay, unlike Total War. Romai, which focuses on the Empire's height, Attila is centered on managing decline. The game's mechanics, such as the emphasis on climate change and the horde system, emphasize adaptability and resilience in the face of adversity. Later entries like Total War. Warhammer series introduced fantasy elements and races, offering a different kind of strategic complexity. However, Attila remains unique in its historical setting, combining the realism of ancient warfare with the dramatic challenges of an empire under siege. Its focus on the survival of a civilization adds a poignant layer to the gameplay, making it a standout title for players interested in the historical authenticity and depth of strategy. Total War Attila is a masterclass in historical strategy gaming, offering players a rich, immersive experience that is as executive as it is entertaining. Its unique gameplay mechanics and strategic depth not only differentiate it from other entries in the Total War series, but also contribute to its standing as a landmark title that captures the essence of one of history's most tumultuous periods.
I think it's control. Oh shit. Attack, attack. Engage. For glory. No, okay. Charge, 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 charge. Cavalry charge. Immediately. Ah! Really? But anyway, it's losing more people. Yes. It's okay. It's okay. Really, it's storms and destroying the army. It's okay. So you occupied or return? Hmm? No, return.
It is
Married.
time to speak with an eye to mutual profit. I offer this because
It's my perfectly good.
The storm is coming. Your people will have never seen the...
Yes, they declare me war. Like, okay. Ebarak, Cambulduro, Tingus, Garpa, Imperium, politician favor. Yes, 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 yes. So saving. Okay, what's your have situation? It's destroyed my city, but I have a big garrison. Look at this. Yes, yes.
Ready for orders.
But I needed kill the Caledons. It's a very important thing. Please, another technology.
At your command. Ready for battle.
You return to Sirmi. You needed recruits, but Paladin of Roman Legionnaires, Infantry, Sanctuary, and Cavalry combat. I think I needed cavalry. Yes, yes, I know. Wait, one moment. I needed options change. Oh, it's much better because I don't understand what's wait. Okay, it's much better. Yes, it's much better. I needed recruiting. Yes, but I needed cavalry. Commander.
It is a great and glorious thing to serve your people.
Yes, yes, serve perfectly, people. What about you? No, you ready? What about you? 16.
At your command. Are you ready to serve? We need good fighters.
No, you're not ready.
We hunger for battle.
Stay
Get to it, men.
here. Yeah. Started this solve this problem.
For God himself.
Attila the Hun's game representation. Attila the Hun stands as one of the most formidable and enigmatic figures in history. His name synonymous with the decline of the Roman Empire and the terror he instilled across Europe. Total War. Attila endeavors to capture the essence of this historical figure and his era, offering players a chance to explore his impact on the ancient world. This section delves into Attila's real historical background, his representation in the game, and an analysis of the accuracies and creative liberties taken by the developers to bring his character to life within the gaming context. This is real historical background of Attila. Attila the Hun ruled the Hunnic Empire from 434 until his death in 453 AE. Under his leadership, the Huns reached the apex of their power, launching numerous invasions into the territories of the Roman Empire. Attila is often depicted as a ruthless conqueror, known for his cunning, strategic acumen, and the sheer terror his name evoked. His most notable campaigns include the invasion of the Balkans and the Battle of the Catalonian Plains, where he faced off against a Roman-led coalition. Despite his reputation as the scourge of the ancient world, some historical accounts also portray Attila as a savvy leader and diplomat, capable of negotiating with emperors and leveraging his military might for political gain. His death in 453 AD marked the beginning of the Hunnic Empire's decline, leading to its eventual disintegration. World War Attila, the titular character, is portrayed with a significant emphasis on his role as the harbinger of the apocalypse for the Roman world. The game captures Attila's military prowess and his ability to inspire fear and loyalty among his followers. Players can either embody Attila, leading the Huns in their relentless conquest, or face him as the ultimate adversary, attempting to halt the tide of destruction he brings upon the map. The game developers have meticulously crafted his in-game character to reflect his historical image, from his strategic skills to his indomitable will to conquer and pillage, to analysis of accuracies and creative liberties, while Total War Attila strives for historical accuracy in depicting the era's broader context. Certain creative liberties are inevitable in the translation of historical figures and events into a playable format. A portrayal of Attila as a formidable military leader and a significant threat to the Roman Empire aligns with historical accounts. The game accurately represents the geopolitical landscape of the time, including the pressure the Hunnic invasions placed on the Roman Empire and the resulting migrations of other barbarian tribes. Creative Liberties Roll the Game emphasizes Attila's role in the fall of the Roman Empire. Historians debate the extent of his impact compared to other factors, such as internal decay and other external pressures. The character's personality and motivations in the game might be dramatized to enhance the narrative and gameplay experience, reflecting more the legend of Attila than the possibly more nuanced historical figure. In balancing historical authenticity with engaging gameplay, Total War, Attila offers a nuanced portrayal of Attila the Hun that captures the essence of his historical significance while providing room for creative interpretation. This blend allows players to immerse themselves in the complexities of the period, understanding the challenges and motivations of one of history's most legendary figures. Explore the fall of Rome in history and gameplay narrative. Begin by outlining the historical factors leading to the fall of the Roman Empire, including economic instability, military defeats, and political corruption. So compare these with how the game allows players to experience these challenges firsthand, offering choices that can either hasten or delay the empire's decline. Highlight specific gameplay mechanics, such as the management of public order, economic resources, and defense against barbarian invasions that mirror historical realities. Players' role in history. Discuss the player's agency in altering historical outcomes within the game. Exercise how Rome. Total War Attila presents alternate historical pathways, allowing players to either replicate the historical fall of Rome or, through strategic brilliance, maintain the empire's dominance. This section should explore the educational implications of interacting with historical events in a virtual. Examine the cultural and societal impact. Analyze the representation of the Romans, Huns, and other barbarian tribes within the game. Focus on how each culture's military, economic, and societal characteristics are portrayed. Noting any accuracies and creative liberties, discuss the significance of these portrayals, and fostering a deeper understanding of the era's cultural diversity and complexity. Impact on modern perceptions. Reflect on how the game's depiction of various cultures might influence players' perceptions of these historical peoples. Consider the role of video games in shaping contemporary understandings of ancient civilizations and their conflicts. This section should critically assess the potential for both educational enrichment and the reinforcement of historical stereotypes. Discuss the game's educational value. Highlight how Roar. Attila functions as an educational tool by immersing players in the historical period. Discuss the benefits of learning through interactive gameplay, including the development of strategic thinking, problem-solving skills, and a nuanced understanding of historical events and their interconnectedness. Historical engagement. Examine how the game encourages players to engage with history, possibly sparking interest in further research or study. Mention any in-game encyclopedias, historical notes on how these elements serve to educate players about the real historical context behind the gameplay. Acknowledge the limitations of video games as historical educators while also discussing the opportunities they present for making history accessible and engaging to a broad audience. Suggest ways educators and historians might leverage games like Total War Attila to complement traditional historical education. By following these guidance instructions, you can effectively continue the exploration of Total War Attila, delving into its historical accuracy, cultural portrayal, and educational value. This approach not only enhances appreciation for the game's complexity, but also underscores the significant role video games can play in historical education and cultural and societal impact. The era of Attila the Hun's reign and his invasions across Europe is a pivotal period that has left a lasting impact on the continent's cultural and societal fabric. Total War Attila not only attempts to recreate this historical epoch within its gameplay, but also influences how modern audiences perceive these ancient events and cultures. This section explores the historical impact of Attila's invasion, how various cultures are depicted in the game, and the game's role in shaping contemporary understanding of this era. The impact of Attila's invasions on Europe. Attila's campaigns across Europe significantly influenced the cultural and societal landscapes of the regions he touched. His invasions prompted large-scale migrations, known as the Great Migration period, which saw the movement of entire peoples and tribes across the continent. This period of upheaval led to the establishment of new territories and power structures, laying the groundwork for modern European nations. The fear and destruction Attila's campaigns caused also left a deep psychological imprint, contributing to the mythos surrounding his figure as the Scourge of God, a punishment inflicted upon the sinful world. Depiction of various cultures in the game. Total War. Attila presents a diverse array of cultures, from the fading glory of the Roman Empire split into its western and eastern parts, to the various Germanic tribes, the nomadic Huns, and other groups like the Vandals, Goths, and Sassanid Empire. Each culture is depicted with unique characteristics that reflect their historical counterparts, including their military units, societal structures, and strategic priorities. While the game strives for historical accuracy in representing these cultures, it inevitably simplifies some aspects to fit the game mechanics and narrative. The portrayal of the Huns, for example, emphasizes their role as fearsome warriors and agents of chaos, potentially overshadowing the complexity of their society and their impact beyond military conquest. The game's influence on popular understanding of the era. A popular historical strategy game, Total War. Attila plays a significant role in shaping the public's perception of Attila the Hun and the late Roman era. For many players, the game serves as an introduction to this historical period, blending entertainment with education. By engaging with the game's content, players gain insights into the challenges of ruling an empire, the dynamics of migration and invasion, and the clash of cultures that defined the era. However, the game's influence also carries the responsibility of representing history accurately. While it provides a compelling narrative and immersive experience, it is essential for players to recognize the simplifications and dramatizations made for gameplay purposes and to seek out historical sources for a more
Commander.
Okay, first armies
Ready for orders.
and take your rank. Legacy and Dukes, yes. This big garrison I have and Ludim. So it's a fight in its two city. It's normally is death.
At your command.
This here I needed recruited and my armies needed rest. So what about I needed recruiting more people? This stay here. What about you?
We need good fighters.
No. You waiting. You recruiting. And you.
Ready for battle.
What about you? Yes. And quick
At your
return. Yes, and what? So, its problem is battlefield. I decide. It's two armies attack this Tamausinga and control of Mauritania. This one legion is counterattack Caledons and finishing war. But is needed preparing its another attack in Franks, Jutels and another barbarian enemies. This here control is border this legion. This legion attacked the Quadens. This legion is the control borders here. Okay, this problem I solve. The next problem, economical and politician. So you need more what? 8. Okay, take this. This building, please. Nothing build. So needed foods. You have enough? Have enough. Take this. religion difference, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. But I need economical, build colonial. This problem, sanitation. Build new level city. Is built in Capitoli and buffs. Okay, what about here? This place build in buffs. You have enough eat. Sanitator. It's waiting. It's okay, it's waiting. What about this? Sanitator. I don't enough money. Sorry guys, I don't have money. Let's see here. So I needed support, yes. Diplomacy front. Franks.
My time is better spent feasting and hunting than listening.
Polymans. Narcomans. Peace?
Are you brave or foolish?
No.
Or just
Why is declaring me war?
Speak ill or slowly.
Okay, speak slowly, speak slowly. But anyway, okay. And turn. Government, yes. Patron, solar. Culture, This is a not good candidate. I needed Seognitum? Really? Oh, you're making a big mistake. Yes, you have Anagars, but I think I win. So guys, I think it's a perfectly time to stop. The next episode starting as a hero fighting for Segontian. Our two terms declare more war problems, economical and military problems, but I am our empire staying the next turn and the next turn. So thank you for watching, for attention, and see you in the next episode.